Good evening to all. I'm Gaurav Pandey, your mentor, your friend. And today in this particular live, we'll discuss another question of series strings. Right. And before I begin, do let me know I'm audible and visible to everybody. And how's the energy? Are we ready to go? Are we good to go? Tell me. I'm looking at the chats for a few seconds and I'll check for the responses. Accordingly, I'll begin the session. Yeah, I hope I'm visible and audible to everybody. And anyhow, yeah, everybody knows that. Huh, Rahul, anyhow, I'll continue this. But just your attendance is important here. That when every day I'll see a lot of good comments and videos, every day I'll see like people are coming on time, right? People are valuing something which will really deliver a value when they'll be sitting in coding interview. Or whenever they'll show somebody this resume where they have mentioned that they have solved around more than 200 questions on lead code. So trust me, that feeling is really amazing. And when people see that you have done a lot of things over lead code, you are good in problem solving, they give you the first preference as compared to the other people. Because I've taken the interview even for the senior engineers, for junior, for intern, for mentor role as well. I've trained a lot of people. So that's what I'm telling you. Lead code is super important. So keep continuing this journey. Probably I hope those are coming regularly. They are very sincere. So let's begin. Let's begin this series. And today we have an important question that is Roman to integer. And this particular problem statement has been asked in Adobe, Amazon, Apple, Bloomberg, Facebook, Google, Goldman Sachs, LinkedIn, Microsoft, Oracle, and Uber, and in other multiple companies too, because that list could be very longer. So just I've mentioned a few company names. So that's why this problem statement is super important. And here you will understand how you can convert a string to numbers, or how you can convert a Roman number to a normal number or to an integer. So that we'll understand. Okay. So I hope everybody is sitting here with a higher energy. They are watching this particular lecture on laptop only, and they have a pen and copy to understand the solution, right? And they're very active. They'll ask the doubt if they have. They don't feel like it's an online class. They'll feel like it's an offline class, and they're super dedicated. Okay, so with that hope, I'm starting this problem statement. First, we'll read the problem statement, then we'll start understanding how we can solve it. Okay, so here they have mentioned that we have given this is the define the symbols and their values in the Roman. Okay, so that you already understand. Like for the I we write 5, for the capital V we write 5. So I for 1, V for 5, X for 10, L for 50, C for 100. So that's they have defined the value of the Roman numbers. Now the thing is that they are asking us to convert a Roman number to normal integer. That's the problem statement. Rest you can read by yourself. That is the same thing. Okay, I just don't want to waste the time because that is the same thing. Now the thing is, look at this. This will be 58. But how we can convert a Roman number to integer? That is important thing. So let's take an example. What we did here, that simply for the I we were getting the value of I. Let's suppose we have stored all the characters which are possible in Roman numbers and with a predefined value. Okay. So now the thing is that what we are saying that if we are getting I, then we'll get the value of that I is 1. And we'll keep adding the value, right? So for I we are getting 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 becomes 3. So this is what we are getting. This is what we are getting, right? And now here in example number 2, what we are doing, look at this. This value we have. So for basically this L is standing for 50, V is standing for 5, and these are for 3. So if you get the sum, that becomes 58. So if you have like the Roman number in a sequence, you can directly add them. But here is a glitch. Here is something that you need to understand. I'll take the same example and we'll go to that particular thing. What we call slide. We call it slide. So let's kill this particular problem and we'll go to the slide and we have MCM XCI. Right here we have MCM XCI. Probably also we have another number that is V. Okay. So this is what we have, but how you can calculate the value of it? So the thing is that you will say that, sir, for M this is 1000. Okay, for C this is 100. Again for another M this is 1000. Again for X this is 10. Again for C this is 100. Right. Again for I this is 1. Again for V this is 5. So if I will get the sum directly, so then what will be the value? This 1100, again 2100, again 2110, then 2210, then 2215, right? 2215. Probably this is coming. But this is not true. This is wrong. This is not true. Then what is the correct answer? What is the correct answer? So the correct answer that they already has mentioned here, that is 1994. 1994. This should be 1994. But why is this? Why this? Why we cannot directly add it? Okay, so you know that this I and V is 4. Why? But VI is 6. Why? That if you'll understand these two examples, you'll be able to make the solution probably. So now the thing is that look at this, the value of I is 1 here and the value of B is 5 here. But when the left value is smaller than the right value, that time we do not add them, we subtract the left value. Which means that whenever we will see the scenario where the left value is less than the right value, we will subtract, we will not add. So now cool, what you will do is that you will subtract 5 minus 1 and that will become the 4. Okay, or what we can do, or because if you don't have the access of the next value, so what we can do, we can assume a result that is probably at starting that is 0. So we'll start iterate this IV. So what we are saying is that we have I, but that value at left is less than I plus 1. If I'm assuming this is I, so this will be I plus 1, yes or no? If I'm targeting with the help of indexes, so this is I, the next value will be I plus 1, yes or no, right? So now here what will happen? In this I we are getting 1, but 1 is less than the 5. So what we'll do, result minus whatever the character we have. So result minus is equals to this value of I, which is 1. So right now the result has become minus 1. Next time if we don't have anything at the end, we'll directly add it. So which means that this will become result plus is equals to 5, and then the previous value of result was minus 1, then minus 1 plus 5 becomes 4. Yes or no? So that's how you're getting this. So when the value available at the left is smaller than the value available at the right, we'll do subtraction, except the last value. Because anyhow we'll add the last value. We will add only the last value. That is the thing. And in this case, you don't have to subtract anything. You just have to add directly. Why? Because the left value is not less than the right value. The left value is not less than the right value. That's why we'll just simply add. So look at this VI. So in result, first time we'll add 5, then we'll add 1. So this becomes 6. Similar thing we'll do here. Look at this. This is what? We are getting M. So basically M is 1000. Is 1000 less than 100? No, this is not. Then add 1000. Cool. Then again, what will happen? We have C now. So it's C, which is 100. Is 100 less than the 1000? Yeah, the left value is less than. Then do subtraction, minus 100. Again, M. Is M less than the X? No. 1000 is not less than the 10. Then do plus. Okay. Again, this X. Is this X less than the C, which is 100? Yes, 10 is less than the 100. Then do minus. Again, we have C. Is it C? 100 is less than the 1? No, this is not. If this is not, then do addition plus 100. Right? Again, look at this. Is I. Is it I less than this V? Yes, this is. Then do minus 1. Again, B will anyhow at the end will add it. Now calculate this. So this will become 900. This will become 1000, 1900. Then 10 minus. So 1890. Then this another 100 becomes 1990. Then minus 1 becomes 1989. Then again 5. So 1994 will be the output. I hope the understanding how you can convert a Roman number to integer is clear to everybody. Now the thing is that we need some data structure that can give you the value of this. That can give you the value of every character that we have to store. Sorry. That we have to store, right? So what we'll do, we'll utilize a hash map. We'll utilize a map where we'll store the value of every character and then we'll we'll keep accessing from it. Okay, and at the end we will have our output. So I hope now algorithm is clear to everybody. Please confirm me in chat. Is the algorithm clear to all? Are you enjoying this problem statement or not? Because that's why a lot of company have been asked this problem, because this problem is super important, super critical, and I hope everybody is clear with the concept. Everybody is clear with the concept. So first time we'll write the code in Java, then in C++, then in Python, all three languages. Okay. So for storing the value, I'll create one hash map. And I can't see the interaction. I don't feel like it's an offline class. Yeah, please make me feel like this is an offline class. So I will have one character. First time the in hash map will store the character. Second time will store the integer, right? So integer, and there you will have map the new hash map. Okay, new hash map, and here this is a way of creating a hash map to store the characters. So what I will do is that I'll write a map dot put, because I want to store the value of all these things, all these symbols value I want to define. Okay, so for I here, for basically I is a character here. For this character I, value we will have 1. Okay, so this is how we'll insert every value here in this map dot put. Okay, and then we have another value as v. So for b we'll insert 5. Yeah, this cuff has done friendship with me, so this don't want to leave. I don't know why, because the cuff was telling like your learners are not making friendship with you, so I'll make, and that's why this is not leaving me. So sad, yeah, so sad, but can't do anything. Now map dot put, and here we will have the another value as L. Look at in the problem statement, we are just putting that value. Okay, so L stands for 50. Then map dot put, we will have another value that is C, and this particular thing has value as 100. Now map dot put, then again D, the value will be 500. The value will be 500. And now map dot put, the value will be for M, the value will be 1000. Okay, the value will be 1000. So this is how we have stored all the value in the map itself, right? And now what we'll do, we'll try to access the value. So how will you access it? So you need one result, there you will store the result, right? And then I just want the length of this string, so I'll have n equals to the length of the string as dot length. I'll receive the length to iterate it, right? Now what I'll do, I'll have a for loop, and I equals to 0, I is less than what? And because that is the length of the string, and again I plus plus. So this is how with that for loop I'll iterate it, and I'll check here. If you remember, we were not, when we are subtracting, that time I was not on the last character. So you'll avoid. First time I'll write the same code for it. So when I is less than n minus 1, and means I is not pointing to the last index. I is not available on the last index, because on the last index you do not subtract, right? And now then you will check here that map dot gate or map dot gate, because anyhow you will have the character they are giving that map dot gate get what as dot caret I. So this is how you access the character. Oh, camera is not here. Something. Probably I'll check again. I'll check my device if this is going to be connected. Just give me a second. Yeah, and I don't want to stop this LeetCode series. That's why I'm doing a Jugaad, you understand? And Ende, that's why I'm doing here. Probably one day we'll get everything here, whatever it needed. Yeah, it's not coming anyway. So give me my phone, please. Yeah, can we continue with the without camera? I guess without camera is also fine. Okay, without camera is fine. Without camera is fine. For today we'll do without camera. Okay, for today we'll do without camera anyway. Now here what we'll do is that as dot caret. Okay, so now here we were getting the character on the ith index, right? And now in this case, now here what we'll do, if this is less than, means this the left value is less than, yeah, just one thing, probably maybe we'll get the camera. So now what I will do, I'll get map dot gate. I hope now, I don't know we'll get the camera or not, but let's try. Probably now we will have. map dot get, and now here as dot char add map dot get. In this we'll have as dot add char at where I plus 1, which means that your left character is less than the right one. The left value is less than the right one. In that case, what we were doing? Tell me. In that case, what we were doing? We were subtracting the value. Yes or no? We were subtracting the value. So yeah, I hope everything has marked as correct. So for this map.get, I haven't closed it. Now this has been closed. Cool. Now all the bracket has been closed properly. Now here, if this is the case, means the left value is less than the right value, we'll do subtraction, yes or no? Result minus is equals to what? The same thing, get the character, get the value of it, right? Get the value from the map, and map.get is a method to get the value from the map. Yes or no? This is a method to get the value from the map. And now here, if this is not a case, then we were doing addition. The simple logic we have, then we were doing addition. So the same thing we'll do map.get and add the value, right? And at the end, our result will be the final value. And if you need a dry run, then do let me know, please. I don't think so that this will be a trouble, but if you need, please do let me know. Okay. If you need the dry run, please do let me know. Okay, I hope this is clear to all. What we are doing, if the left value means, look at this, when I0 is less than the I plus 1 means on the 1 index, if the right value is greater than the left value, we'll do subtraction. If this is not a case, then we'll do addition. Right, so this is what the logic we have created from our PPT, and I hope this works for everybody. So it's working fine. It's working fine. If anybody needs a dry run, please do let me know. I'll give you that. But anyhow, your attendance is very poor. I'm not happy with that. Yeah, please, anyhow, increase this. Increase this. Okay, so now here, what we'll do? We'll copy the same code and we'll write in now in C++. And if there is any confusion, please do let me know. I'll clear your doubt right here. Okay. So feel like an offline class. Feel like an offline class. Okay. So now here, what I've done is that directly you don't have hash map in C++. So what we'll do, we will have an unordered map. Okay. So here I will have one unordered map. So here in this we'll have one first character as character, second value as an integer. I'll give the name same as map. And here I want to store the values. Okay. So the first value will be I. The value is one of it. Again the another value, I will have v, and then the value will be 5, and then the next value I will have as x, right? And the value of x is 10, right? That everybody knows. The value of x is 10, and again I will have the same thing. So now the value of l, I will have that as 50, and now the value of what? The value of C, that is 100, right? That is 100, and then I will have the another value, right? So the another value, the value of D, right? This is 500. Yes or no? That is 500. Now the another value, the value of M, I hope the logic is pretty simple to everybody here. The problem in this problem statement is that people forget the logic. That is the only thing. Otherwise, it's simple problem statement. Okay, if you understand this logic, that if we have a character at a left that is smaller than the character at right, we'll do subtraction, otherwise we'll do addition. So this is the thing that you need to understand only. Rest thing I don't think so it's complicated to you. The same syntax we have, oh no, so sad. You don't have caret. You don't have caret method in Java. Cool, yeah, no worries. So what we'll do is that we'll remove this thing, whatever we don't have. Okay, I'll write this condition again, because in Java you don't have this get method. Okay, so what we'll do is that first thing the I should be less than the last character. First thing, okay, we are not targeting last character for subtraction, and then you're doing here map. You just have the arrow notation here only. Okay, so as you're targeting the I, if this is less than what? Map, and here as I plus 1. Okay, if the left character is less than the right, Then we'll do subtraction. And how will you subtract it? Here, I'll copy this. I'm a little lazy here, so I'll copy this at the place of writing. Oh, come on! Congratulations, we did it. Uh, Need a celebration. Okay. Now, yeah, anyway, I don't think so. I have done something cool. But anyway, this worked. Okay, so now I hope the same code will work. The same code will work in C++ also. Look, this is working fine. And when you'll submit, now what is the time complexity of the whole code? That is a linear. That is a linear. Okay. When you'll submit again, you probably will have the better beats percent here. It's a depend system to system. So now also on the code as well, but this is a best code. You don't have to worry about. Okay. So now we are taking linear time complexity, and this is a fixed space. So the space complexity is constant. That is the auxiliary memory, not a directly space complexity, right? Because this is not dependent on the input side. This is a fixed memory, and this will always be taken, right? So that's why we don't count it directly. So now I hope this is clear to everybody. And now I'll copy the same thing. I'll write the code now in Python. We'll write code in Python. Okay, we'll write code in Python here only. So now here we have came, but you have different syntax for mapping. So probably we will have one dictionary. Okay, so now that is like we need this thing. First character as I, the value of I will be what? 1, comma. Again the value of B will be 5. Yes or no? Again the value of X will be 10. Yes or no? And again the value of L will be 50, right? And again the value of C will be 100. Yes or no? Now the value of D will be. I want interaction. I don't know. I can't see the comments. Why? I'm telling you an amazing fact. That fact is in your system there is a one keyboard, and when you press some key, this you can type with the help of that. So if you have that keyboard in your system, type something. So now this is how we have created a like the dictionary of all the character that we have given, right, with the value. And here the same syntax you have in here also in Python, but you don't have the data type. So we'll just simply remove it. The data type part we don't have. And again here you don't have what? You don't have this length method. So you will have len method. So I just want as dot, not as, just as. Okay, so now look at this. And here we will have one colon, and we don't have this normal for loop. We'll write for in loop. So for I in range of n. Okay, and you don't have this curly braces here. You don't have semicolons. You don't have curly braces. So just remove them. And you don't have this curly braces. Remove it. And you don't have this curly braces. You don't have semicolon. Remove it. So now this is a code in Python, but you don't have this end also. You have this end. Okay, so this is how you write code in Python. And I hope I haven't made any mistake. And this will work properly. This should work properly. Okay, cool. Now accepted. Submit this. Cool. Worked fine. Yeah, if you need anything, then please do let me know. Otherwise, we can wrap. Probably I can't see any comments. So see you in the next live, but your attendance is important. If I'll see this much poor of attendance, then that is really a problem. Bye bye to all. Have a good day. See you in the next live.